Welcome to Three Films and a Podcast, the show where Destiny brought together three friends to enhance each other's cinematic journey by watching three new movies in a series of themed rounds. There is no claim of ownership on any film footage used in this episode, as all film footage is owned in its entirety by the copyright holders. And just like every car in Too Fast, Too Furious, this podcast contains spoilers. Enjoy! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Three Films and a Podcast. And just pure chaos today. I'm very much looking forward to this. My name is Ben Lawhorn. With me, as always, up top, you see Tyler and Matt, the co-host. What's up, guys? As you can see, we also have just a slew of guests here, which I'm very excited about. I just like, if you're the first time here, we're Three Films and a Podcast. We're just trying to like watch new movies and expand our cinematic horizons. You can follow us anywhere at 3filmspod, or you can go to our website, threefilmspod.com. But with that out of the way, let's introduce all these awesome guests that we have here. Jesse, I'm going to start out with you. You're from the Recasted pod. Your co-host was on here before for our Batman recast, Wayne. So thanks for coming on. This is your first time. I'm super stoked to have you here.
Absolutely. So glad that you guys have had me on, and really excited to be talking Marvel.
This will be cool. Go heels, right? We're going
absolutely. Thank you so much for announcing it, and I feel like we're in the Brady Bunch tonight. I'm Marsha.
I like it. I think that makes Ethan Alice, which I'm really excited about. Speaking of Ethan, from 15 Minutes of Marvel and 24 Minutes of A24, thank you for being here.
Ben, Tyler, Matt, Ben, I am so happy to be here, and I can't believe you let me back on here after our very public outcry of Joker and Christmas with Cranks in the past and all of the nonsense that I brought to your podcast. I'm blessed to be back.
And the Batman hot takes, you know.
We love your hot takes. We love your nonsense.
Yeah, we got to have you here.
You're my Ant-Man, Ethan. I got to have you.
Exactly.
I got to do what I can, man. I do what I can.
And like I said, I've already got you down for $996 for Far From Home. So I'm excited to see what your other four movies are. This is going to be good.
Oh, yeah, it'll get dicey real fast.
And Beth Ann, one of the co-hosts from She Will Rock You. I'm very happy that you were here. Love your podcast. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. I love being on Three Films and a Podcast. This is honestly, it's worth being on the East Coast and staying up for, even though I had to take a little bit of a nap before I got on, but I'm glad to be here.
I should DoorDash you a Red Bull or something like that. So make sure you stay awake this whole time, but I'm stoked. And we have the unmasked man here for the first time. You may remember him as Deadpool from our X-Men recast, but Jimmy is here from Two Guys, One Crime. Jimmy, thank you for showing your face, literally. We're so happy to have you here.
Hey, no problem. Thank you guys for having me back on. That was fun last time. That was a lot of fun last time.
Yeah. That was super cool. I'm very excited about this one as well. As you guys may have gathered, we're live streaming. So if you have any comments, let us know. Like, hit us up. We'll talk about it here on the show. I want to kind of hear what you guys think about what people are bidding on these movies. But today is a little pod. It's kind of an offshoot from our regular show. And we are doing a first tonight, which is an auction draft. And we are doing the MCU because everybody knows the MCU, at least knows it. They may not love it, but everyone knows it. Yeah, it kind of works like a fantasy draft. I'll kind of go through that right now so people understand. I'll keep it as concise as possible, but it's going to work like a movie draft, a snake selection. We'll figure out the order here in a second. Everyone, so we'll do like first to last, last to first. We'll repeat that a few times. The main difference here is the auction draft. So in a movie draft, you get to pick a movie and it's just yours. But here, you get to pick a movie, but you have to offer a bid and someone might want it more than you. So I feel like if anyone goes below 500 for Far From Home, Ethan's sneaking in here. So just keep that in mind. But I think it's going to be I'm just really excited to see how it goes because I feel like there's some like really huge MCU movies, but then like at the end, like what are we going to be left with here? What are people going to be fighting over? I think it's going to be super fun. With the bids, we have 30 seconds after someone makes a bid for someone to up it. So after 30 seconds, if no one says, you know, a new price, it'll be locked in for that person. Everyone has $1,000. So average cost is going to be $200 a movie. And all the increments need to be in at least $10. Let's see what else here. We're just trying to make our dream teams here. Oh, yeah. The movies. We're doing 5 movies. And we are doing 4 existing MCU movies. And then you also have to bid for an upcoming MCU movie. There are a ton on the slate. I think we had like 10 or something like that have been announced. So I'm excited to see what you guys pick. I'm a little jealous I can't play here, but I think it's going to be super fun. Whoever takes Age of Ultron, I just want you to know you're going to get my vote. I'm just going to put that out there. So if you take Age of Ultron, you have at least one vote when it comes to the tournament. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Big James Spader guy.
Big James Spader guy. He's my number one, you know.
You want to start a street fight with me, bring it on, but you're going to be surprised by how ugly it gets. You don't even know my real name. I'm the Lizard King.
Give me Robert California all day.
Hey, Ben, I have a housekeeping question real quick regarding the upcoming MCU movies.
Let's hear it.
The way I did it in my head was they had to have a set release date, but I don't know if that matters to you, being the watcher and all.
I mean, I think it can be up to whatever anyone here says. Like I put Blade on there because Mahershala Ali was announced, but we don't even know that he's actually getting his own movie. I think it's assumed. But so I don't know. We can play fast and loose with it. Whatever you guys want to do. If you guys are up for anything that's been announced, let's do it. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Quibbles.
Let's just allow Tyler to say no to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love saying no to stuff. That's really what it is here.
Pod here, so.
Well, then let's do it. I'm going to quibble. It has to have an official release date.
Cool. I did not research that, so I hope you guys will be honest about that then.
So, all right. Cool.
I don't know which ones those will be, but
we'll leave it to Tyler to police that.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Monitor your own quibble.
Look, it's honor system here. We're all adults. We're all trustworthy. I have my questions about Jimmy, but we can get into that off the pod.
There's a lot of questions about me. Trust me.
So many questions.
Can I say something real quick, Ben, before we get going?
Yeah.
It has absolutely nothing to do with anything, and it happened prior to when we started recording. But I just want to say, since we can't choose MCU TV movies, I would have paid $996 for Moon Knight. Shout out, my 2 little girls
Based
are
off
watching.
One episode, okay.
Moon Knight is amazing. That's all I want to say.
Good. It is good.
I just saw the soundtrack.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry to digress.
No, you're totally fine. And Tyler,
now we're out of time.
Now we're out of time. Thanks everyone for coming on. Tyler, I mean, your quibble actually makes it more interesting because there's actually only 6 movies that have dates. So we're going to be cutting it down here. So it's either Multiverse of Madness, Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever, The Marvels, Guardians 3, or Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So
this is no good.
Like
my whole short list is gone.
Yeah.
Done.
So good call. I like that.
Mission
so everyone's
I
gonna,
think you're missing one. Isn't Fantastic Four have a release date?
I didn't see one, but
I thought that was to be determined.
Oh, I didn't see on whatever this thing was that I looked at from February. It may have one now.
Okay.
I don't believe it
Fantastic
does.
Four is TBA. So.
Oh, okay. I shall remove it from my list.
I mean,
I'm
again,
sorry, Bethan.
if you want to.
Oh, it's fine. I have plenty of others. I have like 30 movies to choose from.
Yeah, you can.
This will be fun having 6 people and 6 movies. It's going to bring the tension. Yeah, like Ethan said, this is a movie pod, so we're not doing any of the MCU TV shows. We're also not doing any of the non-MCU Marvels, so not X-Men, not Rise of Silver Surfer. I know Matt really wanted that one, but you can't take that. I'm sorry. But yeah, everything from Iron Man to No Way Home is on the board. So this is going to be fun. The field is wide open. I can't wait to see what everyone's going for here. I know what's in my heart, but I got to be the watcher as hard as that may be. I just gotta be here. So, but before we get into it, I do like to ask a question before we do these drafts. I don't want to give anyone's strategy, for like what's going on here. So I don't want to know necessarily your favorite movie or what you're looking forward to, but I'm curious, like, what's everyone's favorite MCU character? I feel like we all have kind of one that we attach ourselves to the most. So I want to know what you guys have. So Beth Ann, I'm going to kick it off with you.
I'm either going to do Bucky Barnes because I love a brooding anti-hero, or it's Wong because he's like the perfect,
he's the best,
like sidekick.
Love
he's
Wong.
so great.
Yeah.
And you're going to see more of him too. Now that Shang-Chi's in it, like I'm really excited where they're going to take Wong. I think it's
fun
going
to
to
see him with Abomination in Shang-Chi. That was pretty cool to see them fighting each other.
That was actually really interesting.
I was blown away in that trailer. You know, everything gets dissected now. It's like that's Wong and Abomination. Like, oh shit, they're bringing Abomination back. This is great.
So apparently that fight was supposed to be was supposed to be Deadpool and whatever Thanos's person. I can't remember her name.
Oh,
Captain Phasma. That's a different
Proxima
Midnight. Just dropping Star Wars people into the MCU all of a sudden.
I love it. That would have been really great.
We're getting some hate tweets now.
A real multiverse here.
I love to say things very confidently that are obviously wrong. So,
like cost us thousands of subscribers.
Yeah,
it's part of the Tyler charm, you know.
Yep.
Jesse, who's your MCU person?
Oh, I am very much obsessed.
Oh, kind of cut out a little bit.
Yeah, he froze up there.
I'm sure he'll be back.
We'll have to go back to Jesse.
It's a strategy play from Jesse. He's just tagging us along.
Yeah,
he doesn't want
I
us to
should have
know.
thought of that one. Damn.
Well, it's
I'm pretty sure that something cool just happened in the Tar Heels game, and he's like, "Oh, never mind, I'm out of here."
Jimmy, who's your MCU person?
Yeah, I actually had to think about this pretty hard, and I think after watching Loki has probably became my number one favorite MCU character.
Like one of the best villains, without a doubt. Like,
I think honestly, he's probably very underrated. Like Thanos overshadowed him, Ultron overshadowed him, but he's very methodical and very twisted and evil and very keen with what he wants to do.
He's probably the best agent of chaos in the MCU, and Lord knows I love chaos.
Yep.
Chris, thank you so much for the Ultron. Any time I can get to talk about it, I will take that. So if all of your comments are about Ultron, you will show up for the whole thing.
I'll get plenty of screen time on this pod.
Exactly. Jesse, you cut out a little bit. Sorry, man. Do you want to go back and say who your person is?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We're good.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Thank you. And sorry about that. I am obsessed with,
worries.
I'm very much obsessed with Thor. I have every Funko Pop that's ever been produced.
Hey, let's do Get Help. What? Get Help? No. Come on, you love it. I hate it. It's great. It works every time. It's humiliating. Do you have a better plan? No. We're doing it. We are not doing Get Help. Get Help!
Whoa.
Awesome.
Damn.
That's amazing.
That's expensive.
That's one of the weirder what ifs that like that's what Tom Hiddleston was trying out for was Thor, you know, and now he's Loki. Is like it's so hard to see him like that, but
the body doesn't fit like Nick Cage's Superman.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. Although I would pay $1,000 to see that movie because I think it would have been great.
Or like what was his name, Cillian Murphy for Batman.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know that he tried out for that.
Yeah, instead of Scarecrow.
But he got Scarecrow instead.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. I am sad we never got the Kevin Smith Superman though.
Yeah.
Like
true. We just watched Wild West.
We need to go to a multiverse where that happened.
That would be pretty cool. I would love that. I think, giving him some sort of comic book series would be really interesting, knowing his passion for it.
It's weird he never got one because that was his whole shtick throughout his movies was just talking about comic books the whole time.
Yeah.
Did he do Green Hornet? Did he do Green Hornet?
I don't remember.
I don't think so. I thought that was like Seth Rogen's dude that he directed with. I forget.
I thought Kevin Smith directed one of the episodes for Daredevil.
Oh, he may have.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, he may have for sure. Ethan, I have a guess who your answer is, but who's your favorite MCU character?
I feel like I'm the only one on this pod right now that's super predictable in anything that's going to happen. And I feel like that could be really to my detriment.
I'm excited to see how this goes for you.
Consistent is the word.
Yeah, look, consistent. I support my people. I'm not going to back down. Jake Gyllenhaal is my boy. So like Mysterio is my favorite MCU character. Mysterio's not dead. Hashtag Mysterio's not dead. But I do think I saw Chris left a comment about Wanda Maximoff. And I do think that especially with Multiverse of Madness, WandaVision's my favorite MCU TV show yet. And I think she, out of anybody in the MCU, has by far and away the most complex backstory and current story and future story of any character. I think she is an incredible person in the MCU.
She's a lot of fun.
It's a good call. We were talking about Moon Knight, and I haven't watched it yet, and it's just like it's so different because like WandaVision, I was staying up till 1 a.m. to start it. Like, I had to be there, and now it's just like I'll watch it on this weekend. I don't know. Like, it's not that I don't love it. It's just like WandaVision was just so different than everything else.
Don't sleep on Moon Knight. Don't sleep on it. It is the best. It's like Memento on steroids. It's great.
I'm here for everything Oscar Isaac. So I'm stoked. Tyler Odinson. Let me guess.
So yeah, right. So Ethan, I think I'm equally as predictable. I think I talk about Thor. I think on the podcast I talk about Thor, New Girl, and I don't, there's like a few things I just drop into every episode, no matter what. So
it's a great combination.
Yeah, if only I could get them together. And it's funny because growing up, I didn't know anything about Thor. I didn't care about him at all. It was like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Like that was the top three for every kid growing up. And so I didn't fall in love with Thor until his MCU run. And I don't know what it was about his character. I just loved him so much. And in the same way, I feel the same way about Doctor Strange. I knew nothing about him or the movie going into his first movie, Doctor Strange. And I saw it at Alamo Drafthouse by myself and was just blown away. And I was so sad I wasn't on drugs because it's such a cool psychedelic movie.
That would have been good. I feel like
I've since rectified that mistake.
The love for Thor can be found just in those bleach blonde eyebrows. I think how can we all resist that? Man, his look in that first movie is so weird.
That was odd.
It really was. I'm glad they went away from that. That was one of the best parts of Ragnarok, I think. It's like, give him a haircut, man. Let's cut this guy some slack.
Yeah.
Matt, who have you got?
Oh man, when I first wrote this down, I had Wanda down, but then I thought about her actual like MCU performances aren't the same as like her WandaVision roles. And so I was like, okay, I love her as a character. And I can't wait for Multiverse of Madness. But if I'm going off of movies, I got to go T'Challa.
Yeah.
The Black Panther has been the protector of Wakanda for generations. A mantle passed from warrior to warrior. And now because your friend murdered my father, I also wear the mantle of king. So I ask you, as both warrior and king, how long do you think you can keep your friend safe from me?
My guy, always doing the right thing.
I mean,
always.
The movie was amazing. Like, I think it's no coincidence that I think that's still like the #1 Twitter post, like of all time was like Chadwick passing away. Like, just it was amazing how it affected so many people, and just like, I don't know, that Black Panther was such a cool movie. I'm excited and not anxious, but I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with the story, because obviously like it switches it up quite a bit, but
yeah,
I don't know. T'Challa's a great choice.
Yeah, that's a really good choice.
I feel like this can also be said for every episode that we record. Tyler's like, so said I wasn't on drugs.
Oh, the episodes when I am on drugs. It's very
apparent. Yeah, I'm just a Star-Lord guy through and through.
Who? Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Guys.
I mean, I saw Guardians and I was like, holy shit. It just was like, it's still locked in as my favorite Marvel movie.
Hint, hint, fellas and ladies.
What's up?
I said hint, hint, how to get it done in this episode.
So, yeah, if you get Ultron, you got my vote. If you also have Guardians, maybe I'll throw some extra money in your pot here. So,
wow, things are going off the rails real fast.
Is this above board?
When I have control.
What are you, Nick Fury?
This doesn't feel like it's compliant.
This is straight rules auction.
This is why I can't be the banker when I play Monopoly. So I'm just like making up rules as we go.
You're up, baby.
Indeed. So yeah, I think let's get to the draft. But before we do that, we have got to find out what our order is going to be here.
Speaking of corruption.
Last time I was on your pod for a draft, I was the #1 pick, and that was a lot of pressure. And
you blew it.
I did not blow it. I nailed it. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You blew it.
Oh my god!
All right. Well, I fixed it this time, so everything's above board here. Everybody will know exactly what happens here. So, got everyone's name in alphabetically. So let's kind of see what we end up with here.
Had to go full screen for this.
All right.
Let's go. I'll take #2.
Matt.
Wow, pick number 5.
Tyler.
All right. Ben's got us favored.
I told you.
Hold on.
That's collusion.
Let's play Podmates up here.
Wait, Ben, are you not drafting?
and Jesse in that corner there. So you have a couple picks back to back. Yeah. So now we know the order here. I'm excited to see. I'm just glad it's above board because I understand sometimes I don't show it all the time. So I'm glad that everyone saw. We were all
Ben,
here. We witnessed it together.
Did I miss this? Are you not drafting?
I am not drafting because there's no way I was going to be able to do this and keep track of the money and the time and everything. So
well, that's sad.
No, it's all good. I'm like I said, get Ultron. You got my vote. So
I should pay attention.
We're all good. All right, Matt. What's your number one pick going to be, and what are we starting out with money wise?
Let's nominate. Oh man, let's go middle of the road. Let's nominate Ant-Man. For
wow, that is about as middle of the road as you could get, Matt.
Ant-Man for $50.
I was at a wine tasting with my cousin Ernesto, which was mainly reds, and I don't love reds, man. But there was a rosé that saved the day. It was delightful. And he tells me about this girl Emily that we used to kick it with. It was actually the first pair of boobs that I ever touched.
It's the wrong details. It has nothing to do with the story.
The clock is starting now.
$50. Wow.
I mean, it's a great movie.
I want to bid against you just to be fun, but I think you might get this one.
You get all those Louise moments, like the heist. It's a good movie.
Pretty good.
Honestly.
Ant-Man number one is far superior to Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is correct?
That's true.
Yeah.
You got 5 seconds if anyone wants to bid.
Wow. I just can't believe that went first. I thought we would start with the big guns and then fight for the scraps at the bottom, but
it's all a strategy play.
He's using a strategy, and I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it makes you question, right? Is it worth gunning it now and possibly forfeiting one of your spots because you can't get a pick later? Or is it a security pick? Do you pick up Ant-Man in the risk that you don't get any of your picks later on the board? It's a really smart nomination, Matt, honestly.
Yeah.
It's very deceiving, man.
Yeah.
Very deceiving.
I don't think anybody, myself included, was ready for that.
No.
Oh, man. That's rough.
Yeah. I'm gonna
How does
bump it
Chris
up.
feel about Ant-Man for $50?
I'm out. That's a steal for you, Matt.
That was amazing. I'm going to bump it up to 45. 30 seconds goes really fast. So, Tyler. What are we doing?
Well, I think I might go the opposite direction. I think I might shoot for one of the big dogs up top. Look, I've got to have Thor. I've got to have him. So we're gonna take Ragnarok off the board.
Ooh.
We're gonna start at let's start at 200 and see what happens.
Whoa.
Who wants Ragnarok
250
for 200?
Chaos ensues.
250.
Let's do this.
Okay. 250.
I want 260.
280.
280 Jesse. Okay.
This is going
this is going fast. Get off the rails so
I'm going
quickly.
350 for Ragnarok.
350?
Yeah.
350
I'll go
from
351.
Matt. We can do
You can only do
360.
10 minutes.
Oh,
10.
This isn't prices right.
10s? Okay, 360.
360.
360, yeah.
That's a big Twitter pick. I'm gonna be honest
Really
with you. People
is.
see Ragnarok and they love.
Yeah, everything about the
Ragnarok.
votes. We're gonna have a tournament here. What are people gonna want to vote for? I love Ragnarok. Like, Matt, we saw that together, right? Like, I immediately bought a poster for it.
Right?
360 with 20 seconds left.
Ooh, see my little strategy here. That's over my budget for Ragnarok, but is it worth it? I'm gonna bump it up to. I'm gonna go 380.
380.
And
$20 jump.
I already regret it, but that's what we're doing.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's funny when Jesse said Thor, it's like I feel like it's gonna come between you and Tyler for at least one of these Thor movies.
Yeah.
I had a threshold and that surpassed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesse, good on you for sticking to your guns, man, and not getting swept up in the moment. Mad respect.
No,
my emotions.
I'm not a prisoner of the moment.
We didn't mention my location in the intro, but I'm in Las Vegas now, so I'm feeling gambly. I'm rolling the dice. Yeah.
5 seconds. Anyone want to go above 380?
380. Lock it in, baby.
All right.
Let's see what happens from here on out.
380. I love it.
He's gonna be searching the bargain bin
gold
later
bloom,
on.
you got everything.
Oh yeah. But I mean, really, what's the difference from 360 to 380? You know,
$20.
You'll find out.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We'll
You're
see
stuck
later
with Dark
on.
World at the end. All right, Beth Ann, what do you? What's your first pick here?
Well, I'm really bummed I didn't get Thor Ragnarok, but I know Thor Love and Thunder is going to be better.
Ooh.
So I'm going to do that at 100.
Whoa.
Oh, our first future pick here.
Even though we don't have any trailer, any poster, anything, you're just going to
go. Hey, what TD?
150, Matt.
160.
I agree. No trailer needed. 200.
Okay, I like it.
220.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
love this.
Let's
will go
to 250.
250 from Matt.
270.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Things are just going so fast. I can't even calculate what to do.
Say something and then you just keep going. No, go.
Come on, we're getting Portman as Thor. I mean, how is this going to go wrong? This is going to be great.
Oh man.
What's it out right now, Ben?
270.
270?
I'll go 280.
I gotta call someone real quick.
She is on it.
Calling the banker.
Yeah, you gotta call for a bankroll from the next
We're gonna
auction.
Go 300.
I need my
300. 300 from PG, the City of Trees.
310.
310. She's not messing around. That power nap is paying off right now. She's ready.
God, this is madness.
I love it. This is exactly what I wanted.
Chaos.
30 seconds at 310 for Beth Ann.
I got 320.
Wow.
320. Okay.
330.
Wow.
330. She's not letting it go.
I had so much time to think, and Beth Ann, you're just like that.
She really wants this. This is dangerous.
I need to get my poker face going.
This from her.
This is dangerous territory, though, because if I toss it again, she might just fold the towel on me and toast
You would
me.
think that, wouldn't you, Ethan?
It's one way to find out.
Makes me think. I don't know.
One way to find out, Ethan. 20 seconds. What do we have?
Let's peel it back for a second and look at these future picks, because when you talk about, you've got Thor: Love and Thunder, Multiverse of Madness, and Wakanda Forever. Those are like the three big hitters, right?
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm out though.
All right. Locked in. There it is. 330. Is that right? That we ended up with?
Pricey.
330.
330.
Well, I think we said 130 actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. My bad. That's on me. Yeah.
Wow. Two Thor movies going back to back.
Yeah. That was great.
Legitimately back to back.
$700 in Thor movies so far.
Sweating. I was getting nervous.
Tyler, what did you get Ragnarok for again? 350?
380.
Whoa, wild stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Steal.
Yeah.
Steal of the match.
So I mean, Goldblum's worth like $200 alone, I think, in Goldblum.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But the arena's mainframe for the obedience discs have been deactivated and the slaves have armed themselves.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Which mainframe?
No. Why would I not like mainframe? No, the yes word. Yes word.
Sorry, the prisoners with jobs have armed themselves.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
It's fair.
I think for me, my first choice, stylistically and storytelling wise, I probably am going to have to go with Age of Ultron.
Dude, lock it in. My vote. You're good. Or whoever gets this, I guess. I don't know.
Age of Ultron.
How much?
How much?
220.
220.
You can have it, my friend.
Start it up.
It's a big play.
Look, I'm here for the Spaderverse, but
that's a high price.
I can't eat up half my budget on.
That's a love for Ben play. It's like, do I bid because I love Ben?
Yeah. Jimmy and I are starting a podcast together after this. Like he's playing to my heart here. Listen, it's like I've talked about it on multiple podcasts. I still think it's the most important movie in the MCU. There's so much stuff set up in Age of Ultron.
Agreed.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Everything branches from it.
Yeah, it's so good. We get the Maximoffs, we get Wakanda, we get all this stuff from Ultron. I love it.
No takers?
I think it's going to be all yours, man. You got 3 seconds unless anyone speaks up.
Nope.
All right. Avengers Age of Ultron for 220.
I think everybody has gotten what they've brought to the board so far, right?
Yeah.
It's all gone to their respective nomination.
After some battles.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, everyone's kicking off with the stuff they really want. I'm surprised we haven't heard any of like the Infinity War Endgame, but maybe that's about to change. What do you got, Ethan?
I don't know. You're setting me up for failure over here. I might have cursed myself by saying that. I don't know. Okay, I am going to I'm going to go with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I'm going to start the bidding at 200.
210.
210 for Matt.
250.
I think I may have messed up.
250.
Oh man.
Let's go 260.
Okay. Guardians is my favorite MCU movie, but I still think Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie. I think it's the best.
Let's go,
thing
Bob
they've done
Redford.
still.
280.
Yeah.
Good old Bob.
280 for Jesse.
280. I'm going to go 290.
Okay.
Let's even it out at 300.
I love it.
It's fair.
I love it so much.
300.
310.
I mean, Beth Ann's got your Winter Soldier in it.
I know. But I have other tricks up my sleeve.
All right. That's cool.
310.
310 for Jesse?
I'll go 320.
Okay. 320.
Love
You
this.
You guys like to live dangerously.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think 320 is well worth it. I know personally I'd probably pay more because I love that movie, but
And you're not helping my cause. I'm being silent for a very specific
He's not
purpose.
trying to.
Not at all.
I'll live it up at
I knew this
330.
pod was against me. Gosh.
We got 330? Matt, we got 330?
Yeah, 330.
Ooh. I don't know who said it first, Jesse or Matt, but
I heard Matt say it a minute ago.
I'll take it to 340 then.
all right, 340 for
Jesus
Jesse.
Christ.
Ethan's 40 seconds away from being the first person who doesn't get the movie they nominated.
Someone beat my
That's
Thor
great.
bid. Someone's got to beat my Thor bid. Come on.
Yeah, I'm
my
curious what is
God.
going to be the most.
But look at the slate of movies. People are spending some serious chunks of change. We've got Endgame, Infinity War, No Way Home, Homecoming. We've got some fucking bangers on the board.
Hey, man.
I don't know what's going to go down.
350, not a penny more.
Ethan, you introduced it. You got to step up to the plate here.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a strategy play, man. I have a
Matt, I
lot
think
of
Jesse
things.
said 350.
A lot of things coming.
360.
360.
Not a penny more.
Yes.
Not a penny more.
Oh,
Look,
man.
Ethan, you gotta get your players. You live in Portland, so you know what happens if you pass up your players. You could have had Jordan. I don't know if you're a Trailblazers fan, but
He went to 360.
yeah.
It's steep. It's steep.
Yeah.
That's
And for that reason,
Are we going above
Matt
that? You're out 15 seconds at 360.
At 36 comes down to Matt and I. Do I have the?
You got 10
do I have the
seconds.
guts? Do I have what it
Do
takes?
it. Don't let this be
360
your
right
Sam
now?
Bowie.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't let
No,
this be your Sam
I'm out.
Bowie.
I can't do it. I have too many other plays down the road. I'm
All
focused.
right.
All
Didn't
right.
think so.
Matt,
Didn't think so.
yeah.
What is this, Matt? You want to go?
Didn't have it in him. Didn't have it in him. Matt, after that bargain of Ant-Man for $50, using some of that money.
freed
he
up some
saved
cap
on Winter
space.
Soldier.
Spend up the money.
I love it.
let a
Winter Soldier.
eater slip away.
360 for Matt.
I told you I cursed myself, didn't I? I said it.
You did. All right, Jesse, you got 2 back to back. What's your first one, and what are we bidding?
All right, so I'm going to start off with Shang-Chi, and I'm going to start the bidding off at 180.
Cool.
It's a little steep. I wanted that one.
I'll go 200.
I'll do 190. Oh shit. I'll do 210.
210, Beth Ann. 210 for Beth Ann.
220.
Shang.
Sean.
Shang.
Sean.
S-H-A-N-G. Shang.
Shang.
Yeah.
You changed your name from Shang to Sean?
Yeah, I don't.
I wonder how your father found you.
I was 15 years old.
I'm really appreciating everyone's strategy because I honestly thought we were going to kick it off with Endgame. Like, let's get these big guns out there. But I appreciate what everyone's doing here. What do you got, Jimmy?
220.
220.
Fair.
30 seconds left.
Shang-Chi. I will go 230.
230.
Wow.
It's got to be up there. One of the funniest ones. Some
feeling
great
good.
fight choreography. That scaffolding fight is
true.
amazing.
It's unbelievable.
So
Yeah,
good.
it is.
Scaffolding the
It's
bus,
one of the best.
and then that dance fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was beautiful. Get Tony
was
Leung
sick.
in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we got? 330, Ethan? Am I remembering? Okay. 20
Yep.
seconds
I
left.
think it was 2.
Yeah, I think it was 230.
Was it 330?
No, it's 330. Just
Yeah, I was going to say
It
330.
is absolutely not 330. I'm not that insane. Get out of here.
All right, 10 seconds left at 230 for Ethan.
And you think about the post-credit scene for Shang-Chi, and you think about the 10 rings themselves and what they're going to mean for the future of the MCU.
yeah.
We've introduced a lot of really good things in
And we
Shang-Chi.
got Trevor Slattery back.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
All right, Ethan, you finally have your first movie locked in
Love to see it.
Wow.
at
Congrats.
630, right? Is that the price that we
Sure.
did?
actually 7:30.
7:30. Yeah, my bad. Totally. All right.
For 2:30, is that correct, Ben? I have my spreadsheet. I need to make sure I'm
you have
right.
$770 left if my math is right.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, Jesse, what's your second movie?
All right, boys and girls, it's time for Infinity War.
Yes.
Oh,
and now we're gonna start that.
This is what I came for. What are we starting at?
3:20.
$320. I love it. I love it. What'd you say, Matt?
3:30.
3:30.
Wait, didn't you just spend like $350, Matt?
350.
350 on that.
Dude, think about Infinity War. It's the Endgame is the pinnacle, but Infinity War is the pinnacle.
360.
Infinity War of the two, in my opinion, is the better one.
Oh, I agree.
Infinity War introduced us to the idea that the heroes could lose.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
It was groundbreaking. It paved the way.
And when I watched that in my theater,
your haircut. Notice you've copied my beard. Oh, by the way, this is a friend of mine, Tree.
I am Groot.
I am Steve Rogers.
the screams I heard when people were disappearing, I'll never forget.
What?
So many 16-year-olds.
360 with 20 seconds left for Jesse.
I'll take 370.
370.
You know what? You make a very good point. When Iron Man got stabbed and my wife was almost brought to tears and had a pure moment.
Yeah.
380.
380.
Oh, there it is.
The heart play.
Coming in.
I will go 390.
All right.
When
that is one of my favorite parts. Where he's like, "I am Groot." It's like, "I am Steve Rogers." Like that's
so
just one of the funniest things that has ever happened.
Do you think? Does anybody think that the MCU will be able to recreate an Infinity War / Endgame situation in the next 10 years? Is it going to take Secret Wars to replicate that?
I don't know that
Not
you
even,
can.
no.
That was like a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
20 seconds of
15 plus years. 390 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
390 for Jesse?
No, the bid was 390 already.
Oh, for Ethan?
Yeah, 390 for me.
7 seconds left if anyone wants to go 4.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4.
Come on, what's the difference?
Oh, 4, right at the buzzer. Right at the buzzer, Ethan. 45 seconds back on the clock.
I'm shocked. I'm in an utter state of shock. I had that one locked up.
I love it, man.
$400?
But yeah, I don't think you can't recreate it because like it was it. Even now, we have Infinity Saga to like look back on. So like, I'm excited for Secret Wars and whatever they're doing, but there's just no way to recreate that same kind of hype.
No.
As much as DC is trying to do it over and over again.
Who has it at 400?
400 for Jesse with 10 seconds left.
Jesse, you've got the funds, guy. You can make it work.
Yeah, this will be the first movie. It would be a great first movie. 5 seconds.
Jesse's got a big market.
410.
Coming in
can't.
hot.
I can't.
I love it.
I've never won in a draft, and I figure like, what the hell? You know, sometimes you just got to gun it.
Well, if you eat up your whole budget, you're still not going to win this draft.
I have a plan. I have a plan, Tyler.
I know you do. I trust you.
410.
I already have written down Infinity War, so give it to me for 420.
Yes, please. Yes.
That's fair. Ooh. I'm gonna back out. I'm out. Jesse, you can have it at 420, my guy.
Unless anyone got 30 seconds left. Anyone gonna swoop in above 420?
That's just such a great number.
I'm out.
Yeah, I see that look.
Still fitting.
I already talked to my banker. It's not happening.
Not happening today. All right. Let's blaze it, Jesse. You got Infinity War for 420.
Damn.
I'm raising the roof.
Wow, I'm gutted. I'm just gutted right now. Oh,
that's amazing.
Brutal.
I'm so happy.
It's like Ethan losing Christmas with the Cranks.
It really is. It's like it's terrible.
Ben is so happy.
I am. I'm so stoked. I love this. Yes.
Okay.
It looks like if Chris was here, he would have just like kept running it up. So
yeah,
I'm very happy this is happening. Who are we going back to? Ethan, what have you got?
Sir.
Besides non-Infinity War, what have you got?
Damn. I'm gonna bring Captain America Civil War to the board, and we will start the bidding at 150.
Okay.
I got 160 on that.
I got 190.
This is the crux of MCU where it starts to tip towards what it ends up becoming, and it is not the same after this.
200. 200, no questions asked.
200.
250.
210.
250.
Whoa.
Pure cash from Jesse.
Pure cash.
Oh man.
260.
280.
280.
I'm out
for Jimmy. Ethan's just getting shut down the minute he says something.
I say one word and people are like, no, not today.
Ethan's going to finish the draft with like $800 in his pocket. He's going to be bidding on like the Incredible Hulk.
Iron Man 2, $600. Yeah, cheers, dude.
290. 290 for Civil War.
290 coming in hot.
You're making me nervous, Matt, with that talk. I don't know, man.
I've talked about it multiple
it's happened
times.
to me before on my podcast. I like ended up with like $400 left in my draft, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm an idiot."
You got to take some of them, you know. We're doing Civil War, right? This is what we're on.
Yeah, Civil War.
Civil War 290. Jimmy, you got the high bid, is that right?
That is
20
correct.
seconds left. I've talked about it on this pod before, but I teared up sitting next to Matt when Spider-Man showed up.
The introduction of
300.
Oh, we worked together. It was beautiful.
Oof.
Dude, yeah.
That was the introduction of Spider-Man Tom Holland into the MCU.
So 300 with Ethan.
Arguably my favorite MCU movie, and I just can't do it. I spent so much on Thor.
I love it. Chris, just tell them you love them. They'll understand. It's all good.
Yeah, there you go.
We got 20 seconds left. Who's our high bidder?
And people still talk about Civil War. They still want to know, are you Team Cap or Team Iron Man? Like the ability to stay relevant, like 8 or 6 or 8 years later, is
it's
insane.
as bad as speaking politics up at the dinner table.
Totally.
Honestly, it really is.
It's Team Iron Man.
And Spider-Man catches a punch from the Winter Soldier. It's fucking bananas.
You have a metal arm? That is awesome, dude. You have the right to remain silent.
It's amazing.
I love it. I just watched it this weekend.
You have a metal arm?
Yeah, that's like top tier Spider-Man stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love so funny.
Iron Man has like the glove on when Bucky shoots him and just like looking at him in the face, just knowing like he was seconds away from being shot. Some great stuff in there. Who won that? I wasn't paying attention. Ethan, 400?
Ethan. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
wow.
300. Y'all are killing me on this auction. What is this?
Wait, is it really 300?
I think he has to take out a loan at this point.
Yeah.
It's really 300.
Yeah.
Civil War for $300.
I'm extremely satisfied with that pick.
A steal. Man, I gotta say, I'm still disappointed I haven't seen Guardians up there yet. But anyways, Jimmy, what's your second pick gonna be?
My second pick, I think this is a pretty decent strategy, pretty decent choice, is Doctor Strange priced at 180.
Cool. 180 for
Nice.
Doctor Strange.
You had me there. I thought you were gonna add in the Multiverse of Madness, and I was like, wow, here we go.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No. I think because with the first Doctor Strange, much like some of the other heavy hitters, a lot of people didn't know who Doctor Strange was. And now all of a sudden he's this big name that even my younger brother, who is semi comic book kid, is like, hey, are you ready to watch the new movie? Yeah. I've been ready since they announced that he was even coming in to the MCU.
I believe it's going to be the longest span of time between sequels for an individual character.
5 seconds at 180. Does anybody want to get in?
Push it to 190.
190.
Nice.
Love it.
Tyler just loves the cape. He loves the cape.
Honestly, the visuals in this movie were astounding.
They're insane.
They're so good. Going through like the mirror
and if
dimension
you would have taken an edible and watched it,
Oof.
more power to you.
That Dormammu scene. Good night.
Bananas.
Throw this back up there for Tyler.
For me, it was when the Ancient One puts him through shows him the other side for the first time, and he's falling through space and everything. I was like, what am I even
Tilda
watching
Swinton
here?
scene too.
So good.
Holy shit.
190, 10 seconds.
Tilda's the bomb.
Mads Mikkelsen in the MCU, baby. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Watching the snowfall. Yeah, all that stuff.
Jimmy, we letting it go?
I
think so.
Yeah.
Okay. 190.
I got Doctor Strange and Thor. I'm excited.
You're good to go.
190 I got him for.
190 for Doctor Strange.
Hell yeah, Steve, you and me, buddy.
I got to do math. I don't want to do that.
Tyler, that drops your budget below mine, so I'm feeling a little better.
Yeah, I'm in real trouble, but I'm having fun. I don't care.
It's all about those sneaker picks at the end, bro. What can you pick up for $10?
It's true. We'll see what's left.
Find out.
We're gonna find out.
Captain Marvel.
Beth
Ann, hey man.
Let's see what you got.
I want Guardians of the Galaxy for $280.
There it is.
Yes.
I am. Well, that's just as fascinating as the first 89 times you told me that. What is wrong with Giving Tree here?
Well, he don't know talking good like me and you. So his vocabulistics is limited to I and am and Groot. Exclusively in that order.
We're going right to 300 on that one.
300 for Guardians.
We're going right to 320.
This is what I like to see.
I'll do 340.
Ooh. Woo. Now we're just timesing everything by 2.
Yeah,
correct.
Jumping up.
I mean, if you think about this film, when it came out, this is before the Star Wars sequels happened. It felt like the next addition into Star Wars. Like, this is satisfying that craving that everyone had. And it was such a gamble for Marvel to do it and bring it to the screen because no one really knew, besides like really in-depth comic readers, what those characters were.
Yeah.
And the fact that it did so well and paid off is a testament really to James Gunn as a creator.
Yeah.
Totally.
It was 340, 10 seconds.
What's it at?
340, 10 seconds.
350.
The ability to get this kind of a cast for an unknown.
Okay. Sorry, Ethan, go ahead.
No, I'm just talking about the cast. To get this kind of a cast for an unknown comic book project, I don't know if you could pull something like that off today with an unknown group of people. I mean, you're talking about Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana and Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel, like, and some good stuff.
Dave Bautista.
Yeah, and Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Sorry, the guy he's invisible half the time, so I don't remember he's there.
The interesting thing too is it's such an out there story with like space and weird creatures and stuff. 370 for Matt, but it's still so accessible.
Just
like I took my mom to see it, and she just loves it. She still loves that movie.
Yeah,
and she doesn't love anything else in the MCU that I know of.
It's a rewatch for sure. Like Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy, you can put it in the background of whatever you're doing, or you can just pay attention watching to it. It's so fun to have on the screen.
Yeah. It's actually very true.
380 with 20 seconds left.
I haven't watched Guardians since I don't know when. I watched Guardians Volume 2 recently, and is Guardians 1 better than Guardians 2?
Yeah. I like Guardians 1 more.
Guardians 1, yeah.
5 seconds.
It's an excellent origin story.
I can't believe we just had that discussion. I didn't even know that was a question, Ethan.
Well, it's been so long, and like
they're both great, but
the third act of Volume 2 is a little on the Shang-Chi side of things, right? Like, wow, that's a lot of CGI, and I don't know if my brain can comprehend what's happening. But you know, Kurt Russell, I don't know.
The Yondu funeral thing, the Mary Poppins stuff, all that was
Mary
great.
Poppins.
But overall, I think the first one was just better overall, but the second one had some really, really, really good moments.
They had some heartstring tuggers for sure.
I just like how the second one, Kurt Russell's character like ties that Brandy song into his whole ideology.
Oh, I love that.
That was awesome.
But also the first one, like, kudos to who wrote the script, because they had to cover so much ground and they did it practically flawlessly.
Yeah.
Like you felt like you had just enough information to understand these characters, and then as they explored what they were going towards, working towards, it all pulled together and you got to like really know the characters at the end of it. That's rare to do.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but was that the introduction of Thanos, like fully being talked about and everything else?
That was the first time we saw him, I think.
I only ask that you take this matter seriously. The only matter I do not take seriously, boy, is you.
Yeah, because we heard him before.
There was one post-credit scene where he's like...
Ronan, because he's talking to Ronan.
Right, exactly.
Ronan.
Yeah, he was just in the end credit scene of Avengers.
Yeah. So yeah, it was the first time we see them in the movie. Plus John C. Reilly.
Beth Ann picked this up for $390.
$380.
$380. Beth Ann.
I love it.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a good pick.
I can't be upset with that. I love it. Tyler, what do you got?
Okay. Well, I was just trying to go over some strategy because Lord knows I'm in trouble. I need to get, we're going to go into the lower tiers and I'm going to see if I can get away with something. I doubt this is going to work.
You're giving it all away, Tyler.
Well, I mean, like, look, you all know where I'm at. Like, I've spent a shit ton of money on 2 movies, so it's not like so let's just see what happens. We're going to put the thing that started this all off. We're going to start Iron Man at $10 and we're going to see how high it goes.
I love
Iron Man for $10.
Fair.
20.
Okay.
Don't post this on your Facebook.
150.
150. Look at that jump.
We're not messing around.
Jesse, 150.
That's not a bottom tier movie to me.
No, it's not at all.
That's not. And you're right. It is the introduction to the entire line of everything that everyone has seen so far.
Yeah. I think it's, as a film, while it's very good, it's definitely the one that feels, because they were just getting their footing. So it doesn't feel like the tone is set quite yet. But that's to be expected when it's a first movie.
Yeah.
It is one thing to question the official story and another thing entirely to make wild accusations or insinuate that I'm a superhero.
I never said you were a superhero.
Didn't? Well, good, because that would be outlandish and fantastic.
The overall tone, I think Tony kind of stayed true to that the whole time. So is it still Jesse 150? Did anybody outbid him yet? You got 10 seconds left.
Oh, I'm at 260. I gotta play fair.
You went up a whole 190?
I thought you got up to 250. Didn't no one outbid you?
I did 250.
Oh, you
said
250.
Jesse said 260.
Oh, my bad. I totally missed that. All right, Jesse's at 260. I'm starting over the clock here.
The watcher not doing a whole lot of watching. Am I right?
A lot of talking, man. Tell you that. Doing a lot of talking.
It's pretty wild to me how nobody ever talks about Jon Favreau being like the sole ideator to bringing the MCU really to fruition in the beginning, right? Like Jon Favreau, without his vision to make Iron Man the way that it was, who knows what we would have gotten.
And he's been around several Marvel movies. He was not happy.
He's Happy Hogan. Yeah, he's happy.
He was happy in the first Daredevil.
Right, exactly. There you go.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, he's Foggy in the first Daredevil.
That's
like,
Foggy.
I feel like Jon Favreau is who we thought Joss Whedon was going to be.
Yeah,
like he was going to be the savior for like all
that.
these different franchises because he's in Star Wars, he's in Marvel, like he's just everywhere and he's knocking it out of the park.
270.
Pretty cool things happen when you're a regular, normal, nice human being.
Yeah, right?
That's true.
It's amazing.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Matt, lock it in. Iron Man at 270.
270. That was fun. I was hoping it would go a little more incrementally, but I did appreciate the big jumps there because it's worth it. I mean, it's
a great one.
It's Iron Man.
$10 was disrespectful.
Oh no, totally. 100%.
I'm just surprised. Yeah, more people aren't starting at 10. I was like, let's see if I can get Ultron for $10. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Oh, back to you, Matt. Because that was your nomination, right, Tyler? All right, Matt, you got 2 picks and 2 slots left.
All right, we're gonna go with.
Look at Matt strategizing. I love to see it.
Can't do that. Okay, let's go Endgame.
Okay.
And we'll start it at 220.
220 for Endgame.
Big.
That's real big.
That puts a lot of people in a really tough spot.
Yeah.
250.
There it is.
I'll take the back-to-back.
Yeah.
I mean, it technically is the end of this entire run. Long storylines, heartbreaking moments.
Mm-hmm.
It was always interesting that like Far From Home is technically the end of the saga. It's like they should have just cut it at Endgame. Like let's kick off Phase 4 with Far From Home. It just feels weird to have that.
Yeah. That was an odd choice for sure.
250, about 10 seconds left. Jess, are you the lead right now? I think so.
Yes.
250. I will go 260 for Endgame.
260 from Ethan.
It's got my single favorite moment in the entirety of the MCU, so I kind of have to.
Which is what?
I feel like attached to it a little bit. Pepper telling Tony that he can rest. Like that is some really it's not inventive in any way, shape, or form, but it's incredibly strong storytelling and screenwriting to essentially like one sentence, and you're like, hey man, you've been doing this for 11 years, you're good.
Yeah, that was really for the fans more than anything.
For sure.
It felt like.
I thought it was gonna be Cap and Mjolnir.
Yeah, they had a ton of wrap-up moments like that. Like all the stuff the fans wanted to see. Like they did with Cap and Mjolnir, they did with Pepper and Tony, they did
10
they
seconds,
just gave you everything you wanted.
Well, Ethan's made all our viewers cry, so good job, Ethan.
All right.
Happy to.
And you want about 260? Okay. Ethan.
All right.
Locking it in.
Okie dokie.
Endgame. Let's
Puts
see
me in a
here.
real fucking pickle here.
I'm gonna do
I'm happy, don't get me wrong.
let's see here. Okay, so if I did all my math right, I'm gonna do a little recap here before Matt gets into round 3. Matt has Ant-Man, Winter Soldier, and Iron Man, and so he has one more open spot plus the future movie, and he has $320. Tyler, Thor Ragnarok, Doctor Strange with $430 left.
How dare you?
Beth Ann, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Thor Love and Thunder with $290 left. Jimmy got Ultron and my vote and $780 left. Ethan, Shang-Chi, Civil War, and Endgame with $210 left. And Jesse's got Infinity War with $580 left. Give an idea where everyone's at. So Moneybags Jimmy, excited to see what you're going to be doing these next couple rounds. But Matt, what's your next nom?
Okay. Well, let's go with Black Panther for $100.
I mean, look,
I'll do
$200.
110 for that. Oh,
Yeah, I was
never
gonna
mind.
say, yeah.
Hey, did Jesse say
Never
200?
mind.
Yeah, Jesse said 200.
I love it.
First and only Oscar Best Picture nominated film.
That's true.
When's that going to happen again for Marvel? Probably never.
Yeah.
No.
Look, I can't afford this, so we're going 220.
The soundtrack alone.
Yeah, that music slaps.
I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing, motherfucker, I don't even like you.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
The soundtrack alone is insane. What's the bid at right now?
200.
220 from Tyler.
260.
Oh, I'll take it.
260 for Jimmy.
270.
The world they built was amazing. Like,
Look at Jesse, he's struggling so hard.
he wants it so bad.
I think he was going to say 260 and I took it right from him.
And every single time I think about Black Panther, the fact that Ryan Coogler came in and directed it, which is incredible.
Yeah.
But the scene that stands out to me the most is when we're walking in the throne room and we get that big twist that happens.
So
That
great.
you talk about bringing a cinematography standpoint to a Marvel movie. That is just like pure class from that standpoint.
10
I don't
seconds,
see another
280.
property doing that.
And can
in
we
the future.
talk about Ludwig just like mopping it up soundtrack wise?
280 Jesse.
Crazy.
Mopping it up.
And I
Mopping it
mean,
up.
going on to do
Mopping it.
Mandalorian and stuff like that. Like, yeah,
He-
Ludwig and
He is in the right seat in Disney. Like he did so good
Killmonger.
with Black Panther.
Killmonger
I was
was
just about to
such a
say-
good villain,
Star
too.
Wars.
yeah,
I was just about to say Killmonger was probably an underrated villain.
that whole
Yeah.
museum scene where he's like, "Where did you guys get this?" It's like,
Michael
I
B.
love
Jordan
that.
did kill it.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
And
story.
these like the societal and the cultural undertones of this movie that directly apply to actual real life
10
are
seconds.
probably
280.
never going to be mimicked or mocked. It's something that is like just elevated, in terms of MCU.
100%.
280. Is that you,
Wow.
Jesse?
Yes, sir.
Lock it in.
Damn. I thought I was
Honestly,
going to have that one. I thought I was going to have that one for sure.
Ryan Coogler is like 3 for 3 in my eyes with Fruitvale Station and Creed
Yeah.
and Black Panther. Like
I agree.
whatever he's doing, I'm here. Like I love his stuff.
Creed 3 with Jonathan Majors. Let's go.
Dude, he looks jacked as shit.
He looks ripped
My guy's
as
been
hell.
working out.
But Michael B. Jordan's directing that, right? I think.
Yeah,
That's
he
gonna be
is.
cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see, Tyler.
Oh no. Okay. All right. We're gonna go take another one way back to the beginning. We're going back to Captain America,
Iron
the
Man
first
2.
Avenger.
Iron Man 2.
And we'll start the bidding at a less disrespectful
$20.
$30.
$30.
$30
You
bucks.
can tell Tyler You can tell Tyler's a Cap guy.
$30 for Cap.
The only MCU film to have Tommy Lee Jones in it. Come on.
And Stanley Tucci.
And Stanley Tucci.
Don't sleep on the Tucci.
God,
bring Stanley back.
Right.
Good stuff.
And Mr. Smith, what's his name?
Red Skull.
Oh, yeah.
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving.
Mr.
Who was so
Smith.
mad and never
Mr. Smith.
returned, and they had to bring in an impersonator.
Yeah.
15 seconds at $30 blows my mind.
It's a fucking steal.
Yeah.
$60.
You're letting him steal it, man. 50?
60.
$60. All right.
6
I'll go 70.
70 for Jesse.
It's got
Jimmy,
Bucky
sorry.
Barnes with both arms.
That's true.
Yep.
What a bargain.
Yeah, Bucky has both arms.
It's true.
One of the best origin story moments ever when Cap jumps on the live grenade in training.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, dude is just willing to blow up on the spot. Has no idea what his future looks like. Come on.
That's one that got better
Very
to
good.
me on a rewatch. I didn't love it the first time. I don't know if it was like the setting or what they were going for. It's like, I don't know how much I love this, but on the rewatch, like it's actually really good.
See, I
and
probably one of the dopest mustaches in the MCU, other than Kurt Russell.
I expected to hate it. I'm going to go $10 above Jimmy, by the way.
$90, right?
I did 70, so 80.
Yeah, so I thought it was the 80. And I expected to hate this movie when I went to see it, and I loved it, which is why it's held such a special place in my heart.
Cool.
Yeah, I made Chris mad.
That's America's ass.
It is America's ass, honestly.
100%.
Look, all I'm saying is
It's
y'all
only
are some
$15
big
a cheek,
spenders.
man.
You're
Come
coming
on,
out with
dude.
$200 bids to begin. That's crazy.
All right, $80, about 15 seconds left. Still, that's a steal for Captain America.
Ben, stop talking.
Jimmy's really
Listen.
freaking me out. Stewing over here with $780.
I love it.
The board is just
I
going to
know.
be his.
I'm gonna
He has
go.
$780.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 120 for Captain America.
120.
The guy came with a strategy.
Yeah, he did.
I've been playing this all wrong.
But then you tweeted at me and you got me all in my own head.
The
and
money.
now I came in all messed up.
I will
That
say
was
this:
the point.
the Black Panther move was very, very good. That was going to be one of my highest ones.
Yeah.
That was a solid one.
Tough.
15 seconds at 120.
Is Captain America the first Avenger the best first movie of any like ongoing trilogies or sequels or anything like that?
You mean as
For
far
one
as
character?
phase one?
As far as
Yeah, just for all of them. You're talking about Iron Man 1,
130,
Captain America 1, Thor 1.
130.
130.
I don't know. You got Guardians in Iron Man.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, you got Guardians.
Just individual people. Shang-Chi.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, I think Shang-Chi outdoes it. Well, oh, God, which
Black
I have
Panther.
Shang-Chi. That's really fascinating. Very
Oh,
interesting.
wow. That's super interesting. You have
Interesting that came to mind.
130,
You said
20
130?
seconds left. Yeah.
First Avenger.
How have we not been on a Spider-Man movie yet?
Dude, I don't know. It's
What's
like
going
it's blowing
on?
my mind.
Jimmy's
It's
going to
like-
be able to pay $500 for No Way Home.
Yeah.
Jimmy's just taking the whole Spider-Man trilogy
160
off the
for
board.
Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy, you can have it for 160.
Anybody else want to get in on it?
It's a great pickup.
All right, Cap.
Sold to the Deadpool
Oops.
impersonator.
Captain America for 160.
Can I ask a slightly off-topic question? Are we all hoping that the future projects just are scrap binners? Or like, how come Beth Ann's the only person to bring a future project to the board yet?
Oh, just wait.
That's a question to ask
Some of
yourself,
us
man.
have eyes
Just
on the
wait.
future.
Just wait.
I'm just saying.
There's a reason why I had $700.
I badly wanted Love and Thunder.
This is fair.
Yeah, once
I just know the brains behind it, and you can make a solid prediction whether it's going to be good.
only having 6 left, man. Like that's with 6 people. I mean, I don't think any of them are going to be bad, but it's just like, we're getting Kang and Quantumania. Guardians 3 is going to be great. I'm excited to see what they do with the Marvels, like bringing in Miss Marvel and stuff. Like, there's a lot of good stuff coming, but we'll see what you guys end up with. Beth Ann, I think we're up to you, right?
Yes. Okay. I'm going to do, even though we just talked shit about the director, which was well deserved, I'm going to throw in Marvel The Avengers, and I'm going to start it at $10.
Starting it low for you, Joss.
I mean, look, I'll bid $20 for The Avengers. We've got a fight scene in the forest between Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man.
And then you have the quintessential scene of it going
Point Break,
camera pinning around them. So I'll go 30.
Point Break, yeah.
You get the shawarma end credit scene
with Cap covering his beard,
which is still a joke that keeps coming back in the MCU.
We have really $20 with 20 seconds left.
30,
yeah, we have a Hulk.
I did
and Hulk takes out the freaking what's it called with one punch.
Not a great plan. When they come, and they will, they'll come for you.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
Oh yeah,
above $30.
I went 30.
Is anyone going above it or just 10 seconds left?
Yeah, I'll go 40.
I'll go 50.
Jeff, 50
I'll go
bucks.
60.
$60.
That took off.
I mean, we meet
Ruffalo. Meet Ruffalo.
Yeah,
we got 40 seconds now.
We get our first moment where Tony is finally able to sacrifice his hubris to help the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huge character
My
building
favorite
moment.
scene is when Cap's trying to take a plane and the guy's like, "Sir, you're not authorized." He's like, "Son, just don't."
I mean, for 2012, the jokes were hitting.
Yeah, that's a good
one.
one.
Jokes were hitting.
Is this the one where we get the I understand that reference meme?
Yes.
Is that where this comes from? Yeah.
I understand that.
And it's going for $60 right now?
You get Agent Coulson? Oh,
70.
R.I.P. man. Yeah, for real.
R.I.P. That's what I want. I want a multiverse version of Agent Coulson. If we're just handing out fan service, that's my request.
Instead, they just pulled the.
You gotta go 80. You want to go 80, Jay?
They just pulled the trope of he's not really dead. Like they should have just went to a multiverse thing.
Yeah, the whole like everything with Tahiti and and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is really good. I don't know.
It's just my least favorite trope. They're not really dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the bidding at right now?
80 with Jimmy and 20 seconds left.
I'll go $100.
Is up 15.
Hell yeah.
Oh my.
And they're up 15. It's a good night. Free wings. Team's up 15. Yeah, Infinity War and Black Panther.
Jesse.
It's all everything's coming up Jesse
I'll
tonight.
go 110.
110.
I would have been really surprised if this movie went for double digits. Honestly, I'm glad we're in the triples here.
But I'm anxious to see what does go for double digits because there's still a lot of great movies out there.
Yeah.
Quick question. I know we're talking about future movies. How far in the future are we talking? Because I know we kind of touched on Fantastic Four earlier.
So it's got to have a release date is what we've decided. So
like a specific release date, right?
Yeah. So what we have left is Multiverse of Madness, Wakanda Forever, The Marvels, Guardians 3, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Got it. Okay.
And we have 10 seconds left at 120.
120. And can I make a request mid-draft here? I feel like after the initial bid, 40 seconds is too long. We should only get like maybe 20 seconds after the initial bid for counter offers.
That's fair.
Okay.
Right.
And then 45 after that.
Yeah.
So like the
I
first
just think 20 goes really quick when we talk about the movie. That was my only concern.
Yeah, I don't know. I want more action here, you know?
Let's do it. 20 seconds for
a
the
man
first.
of action, not a man of words. Right,
I'm
Tyler?
I'm out.
120, 10 seconds left for the OG Avengers. We might be locking it in.
Oh, I was afraid of Jimmy. Moneybags over there.
Yeah.
Timed out. Okay.
Avengers
right.
For 120.
All right. I did it.
Tyler. Okay. Jimmy.
This is where the money bags come in my opinion.
Comes.
Here we go.
In my opinion. Now, obviously, I don't know how old most of you are, but for me, and this was actually kind of teeter-tottering with my favorite character in the MCU, because he technically wasn't in the MCU until No Way Home.
Okay.
Preamble on this is wonderful.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm getting hyped.
William Dafoe is hands down the best creepy, insane villain that you can have possible.
So good.
So with that being said, Spider-Man No Way Home will be priced at $320.
I'm just out
We're
for the
Willem
get-go.
Dafoe
Don't even have a
house.
shot. Can't even do
Honestly,
it.
nobody does. It's all yours. Good job, Jimmy. That was classic. I love it.
Yeah, that was a smart play.
Dang.
Yeah, you could tie him, but that was it.
I'll tie Jimmy for 300.
I wanted more. That's a great play. I love it.
Dang.
But I mean, really though, Green Goblin the fact that they were finally able to bring him in, and he still kept that same charisma and that same disturbing smile. When Tom Holland's punching him
that hallway scene
in the hallway, dude, I lost my mind. And then when he picked him up and then like freaking jackknifed him, that was insane.
Great.
We after we saw the movie, Ethan knows this story because we talked about this on Lights Under Action. But after seeing that movie, my husband turns to me and goes, "This is a Willem Dafoe house now." Like, that's it.
You said this has always been a Willem Dafoe house. I don't know where you live. No, honestly, he was like, it's weird to say a revelation, but it's like, I think a lot of people rewatched all the Spider-Man movies leading up to it. It's like, man, he's so fucking good. And then coming back and insisting on doing his own like stunts as much as he could. Like, just forgot how, and honestly, like Alfred Molina too. I still think the two best villains we've ever gotten are in Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Alfred Molina just brought it back. Like, I didn't expect him to go as hard as he did.
He was great. I loved it.
Very good.
I love that movie so much. This is my shirt right here with all my different Spider-Man on it.
No way, Ben. I have that shirt. That's insanity.
That's your shirt.
You bought it. I was like, I want that shirt. So I bought it right after.
I was like, that's crazy.
No, check your dresser. That is your shirt.
This is your shirt. Yeah. You were at work. I came and flew to Portland and stole your shirt.
Is it the Gorillaz album cover?
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's sick.
Yeah, I love it. Ethan, what are you gonna do?
Look, I'm gonna go forward looking here, and we're gonna start and we're gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna go with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
I'm gonna start the bidding at $30, and Anthony Mackie was at the Grammys last night and said they finished production. He was on the set. He said it's looking pretty fucking cool. So I'll go 60.
I believe it.
If it's at 50 now.
I'm wondering if we're gonna get Storm.
100.
$100 because Michaela Cole's like, I don't think that we know what her role is yet, so I'm curious if we're gonna get Storm out of here, which would be sweet.
I'm curious to know if what's her name, Shuri, actually took over for the Black Panther.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious,
I mean she's broken half her body during the whole production.
Yeah.
Yeah, Letitia Wright. Yeah,
that's true. And they
had so many postpones because of it.
Right.
Yeah, and like her not wanting to get the shot or whatever, and like delaying for all that too. I was kind of curious. $100, about 10 seconds left for Wakanda Forever.
And we'll get Ironheart, which is very exciting.
130.
Oh yeah, Ironheart. I totally forgot about that.
I'll go 140.
140.
Yeah, I think it has, in terms of potential that we are unaware of, it has the single most potential of any future movie because we literally don't have any clue where the storyline is headed. We don't know anything, and I think having Ryan Coogler back is going to be really smart. I think in terms of directors, phase 4, phase 5 is looking genius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
160.
Come on, money
I go
bags.
170.
170 for Ethan.
180.
Yeah. 180. Okay.
180.
Yeah, knowing what they built the first time we got to Wakanda, and like now having like a little bit of us, they have that whatever in America now. Like, it's curious to see what the technology is that they pull off and really how they address the whole Chadwick thing. I think it's going to be, I feel like they'll do it well, but I'm just curious to see what they're going to do.
Yeah, that is going to be a very interesting play with him.
My prediction is he's just going to be where they go to that dreamscape whenever they become the new Black Panther, and he's just going to be there.
I want 190.
190 for Ethan.
200.
A little bit.
That's done. I'm done. I have to have $10 at least for something else. So
yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
Good on you, Mr. Moneybags. Well played. I gave it my best effort.
Jesse, you want to get in on this, or are we give it to Jimmy for 200? Anybody else?
Dang it.
I'll take it.
I'm stressing out hardcore over here right now.
How many?
You should be.
How many movies does Jimmy have?
Ruined me, Jimmy.
Jimmy,
4. I think
after
now.
this he'll have 4. He'll just have 1 left.
Yeah, so Moneybags can overspend on one more movie.
Yep.
All right, so 200 to Jimmy. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see who's up next here. Who threw that one out there? I forget. I'm tired of keeping track.
That was me.
That was easy.
Sorry, I believe Jesse is next.
Jesse, it's all you.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Black Widow, and I'm gonna start it at 40.
Okay.
Ooh,
interesting.
Interesting.
That's a good play.
Black Widow's got one of the coolest opening credit scenes of all time.
That Nirvana.
I agree with that.
With all the historical documents.
Yeah.
And Nirvana.
Oh man,
super sick.
And
yeah,
David Harbour singing American Pie or the
banger.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll
good.
push it to 50. I'll push it to $50.
Florence Pugh, our
Florence Pugh's
queen.
worth $50.
The Day the Music Died, I guess is the name.
60.
Her
60?
comedic
you got me for
punchlines
60.
on that are hilarious.
$60. Yeah.
And one of them, she doesn't even say anything. She just says a ugh move.
When she like makes fun of the superhero landing and stuff.
Yes,
Like, why do you
yes.
do this? Like it's so. And honestly, her in the Hawkeye, I thought she was great in that too.
Oh, she was so good. In
she was
Hawkeye.
awesome.
Downtown, that
70.
mac and cheese.
I'll go 70.
$70.
The mac and cheese scene was great.
Good stuff.
$70 from Vegas. Calling in.
Why do you guys do that thing?
Do what?
The thing you do when you're fighting. And this thing that you do when you whip your hair when you're fighting with the arm and the hair and you do like a fighting pose. It's a fighting pose. You're a total poser.
I'm not a poser.
This is a good movie. I'm
gonna go
this
80.
Be our first double-digit movie though. $80.
I'm a little disappointed we didn't get any more Red Room. Like I thought we were going to get time in the Red Room, especially considering that her mom was in the Red Room.
There's 3 movies in 50 Shades,
a
Ethan.
good chunk of Redwood.
Touche.
Also, like I thought we would get way more of like what happened in Bulgaria. What's the
Bangladesh.
I was gonna say Bulgaria. Budapest. Yeah.
Budapest.
I thought we'd get way more Budapest stuff. I mean, we didn't get
15
any.
seconds, $80.
Yeah, Budapest.
I was really hoping after we watched the Before trilogy that we'd get more Julie Delpy because she's in that flashback.
I know. What the
I was
hell?
really hoping we'd see some of her.
I thought she was going to be in
5
it.
seconds, $80.
It's got a really cool fight scene between Florence Pugh and Scarlett Johansson though in the beginning.
True.
Yeah,
that was
curtains. That was pretty cool.
Jesse, was that
She
you?
threw ScarJo into that door.
Oh yeah, she wrecked her.
Yeah, she did.
Black Widow, $80 to Jesse. What's your next one?
All right, so next one I'm gonna go with is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start the bidding at 130.
130.
I'll go 140 on that.
140 from Matt.
Matt's been just waiting in the wings. He's been quiet for a while.
150.
Hanging tight.
Michael Keaton, baby.
150 Jesse. I mean, we talk about awesome villains with Killmonger. The Vulture reveal, like when he picks her up for the dance, holy shit! Like that scene was so good.
That was intense.
Gets me every time.
Good. I love that scene.
I love how they turned like that reveal into like an awkward dad scene.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
My date's dad
So
who's the
good.
bad guy.
Yeah, he was great.
Oh man.
And now you have Vulture with Morbius. What else can you ask for?
It's at 150, Matt.
150 with 10 seconds.
And we get
Vulture with Morbius, but why?
What could go wrong?
Glover, yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yep.
Can I give you some advice? You got to get better at this part of the job.
I don't understand. I'm intimidating.
It's Staten Island Ferry, 11.
Oh, that's soon. Hey, that's gonna dissolve in 2 hours.
No. Come fix this.
2 hours. You deserve that.
I got ice cream in
You
here,
deserve
man.
that. You're a criminal. Bye, Mr. Criminal.
Ooh, that Donald Glover scene. I got ice cream in here. It's like, get me out of this. And we kind of get the hint about Miles, like in that. That was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
They also gave a hint in No Way Home too. So that was pretty cool.
That's true.
He's coming.
20 seconds at 160, I believe.
170.
Okay.
Thinking
I think
long and hard.
is John Watts the first director to direct a complete like run of movies for a character?
Yeah. So I wonder who will take over since he's doing Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Like who's gonna do this next round of Spider-Man movies?
I wonder Spider-Man was so coherent and worked so well as a trilogy.
We'll go 170 on Spider-Man Homecoming.
John Favreau.
180, he's already at 170.
Yeah, we should get
that'd be a
Favreau
good
back.
choice.
180, Matt?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think John Favreau directing the next Spider-Man would be perfect.
It would make sense.
Be cool.
Dude's gonna be too busy just running the gauntlet at Star Wars.
That's the absolute truth.
At least I hope.
30 seconds at 180 for Spider-Man Homecoming.
180's fair.
Yeah.
I think 180 can be locked in.
Jesse, 190. 190.
And there he goes.
Saw it in his eyes. He's riding that Tar Heels high. He's like, let's spend this money. Matt, I think it's just the bidding war between you two. I'm thinking.
Let's do some strategizing.
It's got his buddy in that party hat, right?
Yep.
Guy in a chair.
The guy in a chair.
We'll take it at. We'll go $200.
$200. It blows my mind that dude's actually bald and he just wears a wig for all these movies.
Right.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's weird once you know that.
He's like kind of jacked now, isn't he? He like lost a ton of weight.
He lost a ton of weight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got to be leading him up to something like
Hobgoblin. I promise I would never kill you, buddy.
Yeah. That scene was great. No Way Home. Did you have a best friend? Yeah, I did.
Heartbreaking.
So, do you have a best friend too?
I did.
You did?
He died in my arms after he tried to kill me. It's heartbreaking.
$200, 10 seconds left.
Wow, first Spider-Man movie off the board. This is incredible.
Yeah. No, we got No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, No Way Home.
Yeah.
Jimmy dropped a bunch of money on No Way Home.
Yes, I did.
Sorry, once he outbid me, I checked out.
All right, I think it goes to Matt at $200.
And boy, Matthew.
Had to keep him honest, though.
Yeah, I like it. Can't let him get away with it, you know? So, okay, let's see here. There's a couple people here that only have one spot left. So I think just something to keep in mind is once your team's full, you can't really nominate any more movies since you don't have any money to bid with. So just keep that in mind. Who was that? You, Jesse?
No, I just went both. So I think it's Ethan again.
Okay, so Ethan. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So things are getting interesting as budgets start to dwindle. I'm very curious how this is going to shake out. So what the hell? Let's see how this shakes out and go for it. I'm very surprised nobody has put this on the board yet. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the next movie coming out that everybody is apparently losing their minds for.
Yeah,
it kind of except me.
Wanda, baby.
Yeah,
Bring Wanda back.
Wanda's here. It's happening. So I'm gonna start the bidding at $100 for Multiverse of Madness.
$100.
140.
Damn, look at that.
Multiverse of Madness was my next play. I'll go 150.
Okay.
For the record, can you only have one future film or can you have two?
I set it up just so you could only have one.
Okay.
But especially now since there's only 6 people and 6 movies. I think it's got to
I'll go 160.
160. Yeah, you can just set this one out, Beth, then you're good. Same with Jimmy, I guess. You guys can just chill.
I was just curious.
Is nobody else worried about this movie that we're trying to do too much? We're trying to shove too many things into 2 hours and 6 minutes. Is that even enough time?
I think they're going to break the timeline in some way. I think it's going to be of a Civil War impact. Is my prediction.
180.
That's smart. That's really smart.
180.
If they chose that route.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like they're gearing up for, at least.
I mean, I've already got a Doctor Strange on my team here. Is it worth killing the rest of my budget just to beat out Ethan? I think it is. I'll go to 190.
No, the answer is no.
Sam Raimi.
Raimi
at this point,
is
you're bidding on
back
Sam Raimi.
in comic books.
By all intents and purposes, this is Spider-Man Tobey Maguire 4.
Yeah,
kind of, yeah.
I was sad that Scott Derrickson did the first Doctor Strange. Like, I was bummed that he had to leave, but when they brought in Raimi, I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Raimi was a good choice.
I'm equally happy and sad about the 2 hour, 6 minute runtime. Like, my bladder's super stoked, but also just like, I was ready for 3 hours of like, bring in Tom Cruise's Iron Man. Like, I want to see all this stuff, you know? So I'm curious to see.
200.
200.
I think there's so many possibilities, but that's why I'm kind of interested in this 2 hour and 6 minute runtime, because in some way or fashion, it tells us that they're honing in on something very particular. They're not going to be giving us 6 seconds of 18 different versions of Iron Man, unless they might. I guess I don't know, but like, I have hopeful ideas that we're going to stay really focused on exactly what we need to know, because they can just make more and more and more multiverse stuff. Like, why dish it all in a 3-hour Doctor Strange movie?
210 seconds for Ethan.
It's going to go fast. They're just going to go.
How much money does Ethan have if I bid more?
There's going to be no long.
And the 10 seconds are up. It doesn't matter. The 10 seconds are up.
You can have it. You can have it. You can have it.
With 200 of his $210, Ethan gets Multiverse of Madness.
That's a fucking play right there. I had no idea I was going to pick that up. Wow.
I'm so excited to see what you get for $10.
Is that your fourth pick?
Or there's one movie left.
Honestly, if I didn't already have Doctor Strange, I would have outbid no matter what. But I already have Doctor Strange, so we're good.
All right, who nominated that one? Ethan, did you nominate that?
That was Ethan.
That was Ethan. Yeah,
cool.
I did. I might get absolutely fucking shattered when I need to pick up my fifth. We'll see.
We're gonna see. Jimmy's in the same boat, and he's up next. You got one spot left. What are you nominating?
I'm kind of shocked no one really chose this one either, because I just rewatched it for the second time, excuse me, and I kind of understood it a little bit more, and it was a big shot in the dark, much like they did Guardians. So I'm gonna go Eternals.
God fucking damn it! That was it, Jimmy. You ruined me. You ruined me, man.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Ben's got to cut that into a clip, and that's got to be a meme.
I'm going to go Eternals because it did get mixed reviews. It was a little hard to follow the first time I watched it because I didn't know too much about them.
Ethan's dying over there.
$70.
$70 for
That was
Eternals.
it. That was the master plan. I was going to pick up Eternals in the very last round for $10, and I would have went to bed happier than any man on this planet, because I was like, man, nobody respects Eternals except this guy.
Welcome to my nightmare.
God.
$70 for Eternals.
Things just got out of hand, Jimmy.
Hey man, it's the Multiverse of Madness.
Gotta do it.
Jimmy, do you have is $70 how much you have left?
Wait, no.
He has $100.
$100 left, yeah.
For his last slot, so
I really wish that I wanted Eternals at all, just so I could mess with you and bid on it, but I can't do it.
All right.
Any takers? Anybody?
As that closes out.
It's a slam dunk of a pick.
I love that pick.
I will say Kumail's valet. I can't remember his name in the movie.
He's so good. I forget.
Kingo. I can't Kingo. Thank you. Yes.
Well, that was,
Kingo's valet was top tier stuff.
He
Probably my
was
favorite part of the whole movie.
How many cameras do you have?
He was my favorite part.
He thought I was a vampire, and he tried to stake me through the heart.
I have apologized so many times.
Not quite enough times. Very close, though. I'll let you know.
Jimmy, you are all full. Age of Ultron, Captain America, Spider-Man No Way Home, Eternals, and Wakanda Forever. That's a solid list. And $30 to spare. I mean, look at that.
Good job, Jimmy.
Hey man, that's taking my lady to a good old restaurant called Applebee's.
Oh yeah.
Any appetizer you want, it's on me.
It's on me, baby. Don't try
me.
Don't stress. It's all good.
Beth Ann with the most open spots. What do you?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Spider-Man Far From Home off the board.
God.
Sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I'll start it at $10 for Ethan.
It's just like it's like one guy takes a pickaxe to your heart, and the next person like takes a sledgehammer and just jams it even farther in your heart.
Like it's a good enough movie
happy
that
to be that role.
I anticipated going for more, but I kind of hope it just goes for $10 just so Ethan can't get it.
I literally sat here and thought to myself, "Oh, cool, Far From Home still on the board. Nobody's gonna take that."
See, that wasn't so hard.
Somebody get this stupid costume off me.
30.
Oh, I do want that comedy.
$30.
I'll do 50.
50 for the inferior Gyllenhaal.
Well,
Night Monkey. It's the only movie with Night Monkey.
Night Monkey.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
First time we hear about the multiverse. It's the very first time that anybody talks about the multiverse.
That's
Pretty
true.
cool.
That's true.
Never apologize for being the smartest one in the room, Ethan.
I never would.
Where
Because I'm never the smartest guy in the room.
$50 with 23 seconds.
That's my favorite part of that movie. Never apologize. You've
You've been to space, bitch.
Never apologize for being the smartest in the room.
Did you bid, Tyler?
$60. Yes,
$60.
I'll bring it up to an even 100.
Okay. I like that. Ethan, you want to get in on this?
That was my pick.
I'm fuming over here, Jimmy. I do think Far From Home, I don't think Far From Home ever gets enough credit for what it actually does for Peter Parker's like character growth
it does
in terms
a lot.
of his identity crisis that he has, that he's so willing to offload what Tony saw in him to some rando guy that is just wants to be there. And it goes to show you how much he valued Tony's physical presence. Like Tony actually being in his life, not just being there, but being physically there, whole different level.
And also, it's a good reminder that he's a kid. Like, that's an impulsive decision a child would make. And, like, he's supposed to be the future of the Avengers. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's also an important movie to set up what would go on in No Way Home, too. You know, what's his name? J.K. Simmons reprising his role in a different way.
That's good stuff,
And revealing him. It was a great move leading into No Way Home.
That was a great post-credit scene. I was like, oh, shit, we're getting J.K. back. I loved it.
I loved it, too. I'll do 110.
10 seconds.
120.
Ooh.
120, 45 seconds.
Yeah, Bethan, you got some slots to fill.
That hurts, Bethan.
I mean, there's some good stuff left. Is anyone going above 120? Ethan?
I heavily considered it, but I'm going to have to respectfully withdraw.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check. I know this is like your favorite, so
my boy Jake G.
You take it, but
tough.
Jesse's thinking 10 seconds.
130.
130.
140.
140.
Oh, coming in hot.
Just throwing it up there.
What are you at, 150?
If you bid, it'd be 150.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it for the Tar Heels.
150.
Yeah, we're at 150.
150.
Michael Jordan would have been 150.
160.
160?
Shit.
Yes.
Man.
160.
Don't back down. It's got like a top tier Jake Gyllenhaal freak out moment when he freaks out about the drones and he yells at everybody.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff right there. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, really,
it's
like
good.
The whole ending sequence when he's Peter Parker, like that
so
was one of the ones that really floored me. The ending of a movie, I was like, holy shit, like how are they going to fix this? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't trick me anymore.
Yeah. That was such a solid ending.
Yeah, I like the movie because I feel like it broke a little bit of the typical Marvel format.
Yeah.
Especially the big twist with Mysterio.
Yeah.
Big twist. That was great.
That's good
stuff.
All right.
Jesse at 160.
Not to mention, we also find out that Nick Fury wasn't even there.
I think Beth Ann got that 160.
All right.
Oh, you got a Beth Ann at 160?
Yeah, that's me.
My bad. Cool. All right. Awesome.
What a man of honor. I like it.
She broke my heart.
It really is.
I appreciate it. Sorry. I got to do it.
Gotta fill your list.
Let's see here, Tyler.
All right. So I've been trying to follow along here. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is still on the board.
True.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. Let's start the bidding at $50.
$50 for Guardians. 20 seconds on the clock.
100.
60 on that.
Okay.
$100.
$100. 100 for Jesse.
110.
What do we know about Guardians Volume 3?
It's gonna be great.
That's gonna be the end of the Guardians.
It's gonna be a fantastic soundtrack.
Cinematic masterpiece.
The soundtrack's gonna pop.
Soundtrack's gonna bang. Yeah.
Yeah, we get the Zune. We get the Zune.
I'll go 120.
120.
Oh, wait.
160.
Oh, you go 160, Jesse? I love it.
Scary stuff.
You are money bags right now, Tyler.
We're living in Tyler's world now.
170 for Tyler.
Aren't there only 2 Futures movies left?
We have, what do we have here?
After this, yeah.
Marvel's Guardians 3 and Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, okay.
We get Adam Warlock, right?
There was 2. I thought there was 3 of us vying for 2 spots.
No, yeah, so 3 for 3. So where we at? 170, 160?
170.
170 for Tyler. 15 seconds left. The Will Poulter casting caught me by surprise, but I've been proven wrong multiple times, and I'm like, I don't see it. So I'm excited to see what
190.
190 with 3 seconds.
I mean, so wait.
190 for Jesse right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
he got it in with 3 seconds left. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
30 seconds at 190.
Yeah, just like you, but I've stopped I know James Gunn's directing this thing. I know who's in it. Just like, look, Peacemaker was fucking awesome. Suicide Squad was great. All the Guardians are great. Like, how is this thing not going to rule? And we're at 190.
190 with 15 seconds.
I think Guardians has really positioned itself within the MCU to require the least amount of sell in terms of a movie, right? We're all going to go see all of them no matter what.
200,
but like,
Ben.
200.
But like Guardians, you could literally get a media blackout and every single person would be there because they know that Guardians 1 and 2 slapped. So why wouldn't the third
Guardians
be even
is
better?
one of those rare movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that overreaches past just fans and actually goes into just general public. Like that movie really established once again that Star Wars feel that we haven't had, in a long time.
220, Ben.
220. And that's all yours for 220.
I did it, guys.
Guardians.
Good job, Tyler.
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that.
Guardians 3 for 220.
Your support means a lot to me.
That's a great price. I'd take Guardians.
I'm blown away that I got that for that price, to be honest.
It's these last picks, they're gonna, I don't know, it's gonna make or break everyone.
Oh yeah.
Matt, is up to you?
Looks like it.
You got two options.
Guess I'll go Ant-Man 3.
You can't go wrong with that.
You sound so.
Look,
It's like my third pick for the future ones, but I mean, no, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be.
We're
good.
Getting Kang. You're getting
Kang.
Jonathan Majors.
You're getting Jonathan Majors. Love Jonathan Majors. So we'll start Ant-Man 3, and we'll go $90.
I love it.
And Ant-Man in general is like, as the franchise is super overlooked. I feel like
it's his.
That's all yours, Jesse. At 150.
Tyler, you're definitely right. He is overlooked, and he has one of the best comedic sidekick friends in there.
It's unbelievable. It's so good.
What do they say? They said, "Yes, bro."
I am so curious what would have happened if Edgar Wright actually directed the first Ant-Man movie. Where would
Well, do you remember the test footage that they showed at Comic-Con?
I never saw
literally, it was those really good cutscenes that Edgar Wright does.
So
those really fast paced. And you see part of that script saved whenever is it Michael Pena?
Michael Pena.
Okay. Whenever he's telling the scene about where they go into like the I don't know, they were in like a bar or something like that. And it's like very fast paced. You see parts of Edgar Wright's script in it.
Right.
That hung around.
Love it. Well, Matt, I guess you're locked in with the Marvels.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Do you want to bid $10 or want to bid $120? Either way, it's yours.
Do for 10 and I'll go to Applebee's with Jimmy.
Hell yeah.
We're going, man.
I'm going to come out and say that people are sleeping on the Marvels. Nia DaCosta is directing it. She just directed Candyman a couple years ago, and that was very good. And we're going to have Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel. We're going to have a trifecta. And we have a director who knows what they're doing. Whoever directed Captain Marvel the first time was a set of people that had never directed a movie before. So I've got high hopes.
Yeah, this will be good. Tyler, you got one slot left. What do you hope to get?
Well, I mean, at this point, look, we know I love Thor. So let's do a Thor. Let's you and me, Jesse, $10 for Thor. Let's see how far we can run this up.
For the original?
Yeah.
All right.
The first Thor.
20 seconds on the clock at $10.
And go.
I'll do
There's
20.
other options, buddy. Take that home for $10.
Beth Ann's at 20.
I'll do 20.
Beth Ann's for 20.
I mean, in all reality, what do we have left? We have Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We've got Dark World, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 2.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And 3.
Incredible Hulk.
Or Dark World.
Come on, give everyone some love here.
Like if I'm going to take a Thor movie, I thought I was going to end up, when I bid so high for Ragnarok, I thought I was going to end up being stuck with Dark World at the end of this, which wouldn't be the worst thing.
Beth Ann's got it for $20 with 10 seconds left.
If you had Thor: The Dark World, you'd have an Oscar-winning director in your gauntlet.
I'm going to go up to 50 for my guy Thor.
I'll go to 70.
Okay.
Oh, will you?
Wow.
Will I?
Don't get outbid, Tyler. Don't get outbid.
Well, let's go to 80 then.
An Odin suit.
And I'll go to 90.
Ouch.
And it goes to Beth Ann for 90 bucks.
Thank you.
Here we come, Dark World.
Can't wait to see what my $40 is.
Look, I was already resigned to that. I knew it was going to happen. So
all my slots are taken though, aren't they? I took all.
Yeah, I was going to say we're skipping over Jimmy. We're down to Ethan, Tyler, Beth Ann, Ethan, and Jesse. You all have one spot left. I'll do a recap of the movies we have available here. The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, Guardians 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Captain Marvel. 4 slots left. Ethan, what are we kicking off with?
Last chance to get an Edward Norton movie in there.
Come on, $10 for Ed.
This is good stuff.
Hicks and Gracie.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And Liv Tyler?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Abomination.
Okay,
Thunderbolt
Tyler.
Ross, right?
It's Tyler, Beth Ann, and myself and Jesse. Okay, wow. This is a true strategy play. Because if I put something up that I want, I could easily be just done. I could just be outbid and I could lose what I want. If I put up something that I don't, if I put up something that I don't want, I could get fucked the other way and get stuck with it. So this puts me really in quite a pickle here.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 for $10.
For $10. Okay.
That's a good deal.
For $10.
10.
Does anybody
if you
want
get that for 10, I'm blowing up my list.
$20. I mean, I'm just gonna take you out. $20.
$20 for Tyler.
Okay, fair. No, that's fair. Kurt, look, I did it for Kurt.
It's
Kurt
got my
Russell's
sweet
boy.
lore in the soundtrack.
$30 for Jesse.
$30 for Jesse.
Yep.
It's got a lot of iconic Guardian scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Introduces us to our first ever Celestial.
Say 40, Tyler.
That's
true.
Yeah. We got introduced to Adam, but they haven't done anything with it yet.
True, yeah.
50.
Yeah.
50 from Jesse.
This really is something.
I love it too, just the dynamics of who has like the most money. Like you're just gonna buy him out. What are you gonna do?
Got taser face.
I'm sorry. Your name is... It's Taserface?
That's right.
Do you shoot tasers out of your face?
It's metaphorical!
For what?
For it is a name what strikes fear into the hearts of anyone what hears it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, whatever you say.
I'll go
Taserface.
$60 for Tyler.
I think it has one of the funniest MCU lines, and now that I think about it, it's Kraglin talking about his hat. What does Kraglin talk about? Something about wearing a hat, during the Yondu thing.
When they're
Jesse's all in for $70 on Guardians 2. Tyler, what are you thinking?
Well, Jesse, my man, I got $90 left, and your Tar Heels are winning, so I feel like I can beat you out on this one at least. So I'm gonna go up straight up to $90 for Guardians 2.
Yeah, Guardians 2 and 3 on your team.
Yeah,
that's right.
I love it. $90. Guardians 2.
Am I locked in
for it?
I'm locked in for Guardians 2. $90.
You have the most money, so no one can outbid you.
Check that
so
out.
you have
baller.
Yeah. Oh, Matt, I didn't recap yours. Matt, Ant-Man, Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Spider-Man Homecoming, and the Marvels with $110 in Applebee's gift cards. Tyler, Thor Ragnarok, Doctor Strange, Classic Avengers, Guardians 2, and the upcoming Guardians 3. But hopefully Matt will share with you because you have $0 left.
No. You can have some nachos.
Jesse, you're up.
You know, for thrift's sake, I'm gonna go with Captain Marvel for $20.
$20.
I'm out.
Fast and Furious
you and
12 being filmed outside or something.
I'm not going for it, so you can have it for $20.
I was gonna say, calling it out there.
Captain Marvel for $20.
I really have to do this again with Beth Ann. I have to be conscious of my choice.
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ. Look, Beth Ann, can we sidebar? Can we strike a deal here or something? I'm about to have a freaking heart attack. I can't handle this level of stress.
Okay,
what
tell
do
me
I have?
what you want.
$10 and no Applebee's gift cards lined up.
Tell me what you want, and I'll see. Because I have a specific I have a specific movie in mind, and I do not think we're on the same movie.
This is not how it was supposed to go. Okay. What are you leaning towards here?
This is exactly how
Iron Man
it's supposed to
2.
go.
Yeah, you got it, Jesse. It's all you.
You want Iron Man 2?
I want Iron Man 2.
Well, fuck me, because then you can have Iron Man 2 and I'll just take the scraps.
I will take Iron Man 2 for $20.
I was going to bring it to the board for 10 and now it's gone. And Justin Hammer and Mickey Rourke.
You can have Iron Man 3. And
I don't want Iron Man 3.
No one wants Iron Man 3.
Nobody wanted it. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Let me recap here. We got Jesse at Infinity War, Black Panther, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, and Ant-Man Quantumania coming up. Beth Ann just finished hers. Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man Far From Home, Thor, Iron Man 2 for $20, and Thor Love and Thunder.
Ooh.
It's a solid group there. Oh. Ethan, you have $10 left. Do you want me to go over the movies that are left?
No, sir. I am good to go. I will figure it out on my own. I'm positive.
But you may get a free movie.
It's the bottom of the barrel here. It really did shake down to the bottom of the barrel. I was like, man, maybe something's going to slip through the cracks. And that did not happen.
You kind of predicted this at the beginning of this whole thing.
Yeah, he just manifested it, dude.
We're really at the bottom here. Look, you know what? I actually don't feel so bad about this because I know I'm going to get a Twitter vote, and Liam Crowley from thedirect.com. He is a hard lobbyer for this movie. I'm going to take Iron Man 3 for $10. It is our only MCU Christmas film. It introduces us to Guy Pearce, wonderful guy, and the Mandarin, and one of the weirdest, best twists of all time. That's how I'm going to spin it so I can sleep at night.
I love it. I'm
Trevor's
sad to see Hulk is still here. Kind of surprised that Ant-Man and the Wasp was still here.
I wasn't.
Yeah, that was.
Oh no, that was Matt. Yeah. You got Matt, right? Yeah, Matt got that. Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's the sequel. Yeah, I guess I wasn't surprised about that one, but Ethan. Shang-Chi, Civil War, Endgame, Iron Man 3, and Multiverse of Madness. $0
That's not a
left.
I feel pretty good. I love how, Beth Ann, though, I love how you were like, what do you want? We're not on the same page. I want Iron Man 2. And I was like, yeah, we're exactly on the same page.
I was taking, out of all the fucking 6 movies left, I didn't know you were going to choose Iron Man 2.
It's the best of the bunch.
He's a Tony boy.
Well, yeah,
Eden's a Tony boy.
You got Paul Rudd. You strike me as a Paul Rudd man.
I'm a Tony boy. No, Ant-Man and the Wasp is rough. I'll be honest.
Poor Ed Norton. Feel sad for him, but
yeah, Edward Norton, Liv Tyler.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, jeez.
Oscar-winning director Kenneth Branagh left on the board. Yikes.
True. All right. Yeah, these are some solid matchups here, or solid teams here. I'm excited to see what the matchups are. I'll get a bracket ready, so we'll have a couple people face off in the first round, a couple people get buys. So we'll get these out there and kind of let the people vote on these teams and kind of figure out what everyone's thinking here. But I love these teams. I'm so thankful that you guys are all here. This was a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun.
You guys will come back if we do another auction draft. This was a blast. I had a
really
good time.
Auction drafts are the way to go. It's so much more fun.
It's so fun. Yeah. And maybe we'll cut to 30 seconds next time. At first I was like, this is taking a while or not long enough, but we'll do 30 seconds next time. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
No, thank you, Chris. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, Chris, thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, yes, the language one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Chris, we'll have to have you on for the next one. Chris from Real Ramblin', he's coming on for Interstellar here, coming up pretty soon. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, thanks all of you for coming on. Jesse, I'm gonna throw it to you first. Do you want to just kind of plug your pod?
Thank you so much. Yeah, I am one half of Recasted. We take movies that are 20 years older and plug in new actors and actresses. Our latest episode was Caddyshack. And the next movie we're doing is actually Reservoir Dogs. And I told you guys, I'm not a huge Tarantino guy, and neither is Wayne. So it'll be a fun one to do. We're doing that with Shoot the Flick, another podcast friend of ours.
Oh, cool.
Rad.
Nice.
That'll be, look forward to that. That'll be awesome. Ethan, what do you got? You want to give your plugs?
Yes, of course. So I am the sole host of 15 Minutes of Marvel. It comes out every Wednesday and Friday, tackling the latest in MCU stuff. I'm doing Moon Knight same day, spoiler-filled reviews every Wednesday, and every Friday is generally some Marvel news.
I hope you review Iron Man 3 coming up, because obviously you really wanted that one. So.
Of course, I will be dedicating an entire pod to my draft and really breaking down my draft here, my draft picks and what went wrong. Yeah, in 15-ish minutes, so it's a nice short podcast, and I am also co-host with Ben, the Watcher here of 24 Minutes of 824, very similar vein. We take the A24 library and we try to talk about it in 24 minutes. We've never done it over the last 30 weeks.
No,
we try our hardest every single week.
Do we get to like 27 or 28 minutes on one of them? We got close.
We got very close.
Yeah.
Go check out the pods.
Yeah, that one's super fun. Beth Ann, you want to give your plugs for She Will Rock You?
I am one half of She Will Rock You. We are a rock history podcast. We also interview up and coming artists. You can find us on Twitter at She Will Rock the letter U pod, or you can connect with us on Instagram at She Will Rock You podcast. And then we have a website, shewillrockyoupodcast.com. Check us out.
Yeah.
A little bit of rock history, a little bit of movie. We kind of do it all.
That's cool.
And you guys have come on our show. Cool. Like we did Steel Magnolias, and
that was
one
really
of the more
fun.
interesting movies ever, the Buddy Holly story with Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Academy Award nominee Gary Busey. Blows my mind every time.
Nothing like it.
Yeah, and Ethan's been on a few times as well. Jimmy, Deadpool himself. You want to plug the pod? He gets rebranded now, right?
AKA Moneybags.
Yeah.
Yes, actually we did. We rebranded. It is I'm Jimmy. I'm one half of Two Guys, One Crime. It is my father and I talking about everything crime. And it's not just the true crime murder stuff. It's some disappearances, heists. We have a couple things coming up soon. And it's just everything crime. We really enjoy crime. So you can find us on Spotify, Apple, every podcast platform. Our website is flow.page/two guys, one crime.
Sweet.
And follow us on all the social media platforms.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll make sure we get all these links in on the episode when it comes out. Again, thank you all for coming. This was a blast. I really hope you all come back. Jesse, we got to have you on for a regular episode.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good time. For Tyler and Matt, we are 3 films and a podcast. Thanks everyone for participating.
Thanks, guys.
And we will talk to you guys next week.
Thank you, everyone.
See you guys.
I am Iron Man. You think you're the only superhero in the world? Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. Who the hell are you? Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh. I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.